Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Nara Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So, I am going to start by saying that this white woman that actually came out to say that we should stop focusing on them and focus on ourselves. Now, let me make this clear. I have not come out here to see a black woman looking for a way to drag a woman, right? It has always been you all. Every day we wake up having an opinion over my own people. And I keep asking, why is it that you leave your own community to come and talk for us, even when it is not necessary, right? The places that we wanted you all to come and speak up, the police brutality, the system that needs to be dismantled, and so many of it, you all are not speaking that. Now, you want to tell Black women why they are why in Black community, women are always assaulted and teared. Why? Because we are very disrespectful. Now, I am going to say this, who in her right senses will come out on the internet as a mother or as a wife and advocate for something like that, knowingly fully well that assault has no race. It's happening in their own community and every other person's community, and even more in their own community. And then have to tell us we should go read a book on how to be in a relationship because we are not marriageable. Now, there are some things you see on the internet. You ask yourself, do people need brain cells? This particular woman does need one. Let's get into it.
Dear Black women, since you can say dear white women, I might turn it around a little bit.
What a horrible intro that was. Before I let this video play out, I want you to keep in mind, you never hear white people do this to our own community. You never hear white people check our own statistics. You never hear white people check our own actions. You never even hear white people check our own words. Where is this energy for our own community?
Maybe we should stop focusing on the white women and start focusing on ourselves.
The irony of opening this up and then telling another group to focus on themselves, while you proceed to attack that group.
The biggest comment that I get, majority of the time, is that us white people need to stay out of Black people's business.
You could have just left it there and learned a lesson, but now here we are. You also went on to try and teach a lesson and tell people that
voting is not a colored business. It does not depend upon the color of your skin. That is something for everyone. Here's some statistics about business that you probably want to pay attention to. Did you know that Black women, only 28% of you are married, compared to 58% of white women?
Then weaponize the statistic by telling this Black woman to read a relationship book.
I told the lady, that called the men this, to get a relationship book.
White people, can we please stop suggesting Black people read certain shit? You then went on to tell them this.
You are not a queen.
You then told them to lower their expectations, and that's when marriage will come back to the Black community. My favorite part was you went to say that Black women are most likely to be assaulted. Ironically, if you pull up those numbers, the number one offender of Black women's assaults are, that's right, it's white men. And you had the audacity to say that it's because they don't have respect for men. That's why women get hit.
It's probably because you don't have respect for men.
I just want clarity on that. That's why women get hit, because they don't respect men. Not because the men don't have any self-control. That is the what was she wearing of assault. By the way, there's a portion of this where you go on to tell people that they should just stop expecting things from men and that it takes a partnership. You're unemployed and living off of his veterans benefits. I watched your other videos.
You can't really lose your job as a stay-at-home mom.
What is your contribution? Are we supposed to call you by his rank? You also went on to cover incarceration rates and explain that African-American children's fathers were likely to be in jail and that we need the dads in the home, which I feel like no one disagrees with the fact that we need fathers in the home, but unless you understand why and how these men end up in higher incarceration rates than Caucasian males, Hispanic males, any other group, specifically marginalized groups, but that's a whole other conversation, for you to put the blame on these groups is wildly insane, while actively benefiting from the system that puts them there on a daily basis.
Stop focusing on us.
Lastly, since you like statistics, I use this website to look up the crimes that white people lead. This is our top 10. When you're done taking a break from taking a break, you can worry about the community, right? Because that's kind of your deal. Isn't this what you said?
Let's look at actual issues. Start focusing. Did you know that Black women are the most likely to be assaulted? Like domestically assaulted. Do you know why? It's probably because you don't have respect for men. Really?
Well, hello there, muskrat. Them lips are actively cracking right before us. All in black business with a herpes cold sore developing on the corner of that bottom lip. Them lips dry, crusty, and diseased. And you got the nerve to talk about black women are being assaulted because we don't know how to talk to men? We're not even going to get into the statistics, since you like statistics, of domestic violence, how it attaches to poverty levels. When there's higher poverty levels, there's more violence in general. And them white men been beating y'all ass for centuries. There was a whole law that said that white men were allowed to beat their wives. You know it's domestic violence when your child hits you too, right? And y'all white kids be swinging on y'all ass all the time. Stop, Tommy. Stop, Tommy. 50% of cops, which are mostly white, beat their wives. 50% of military members, who are mostly white, beat their wives. Y'all don't report that shit because you also show where only 28% of black women are married, but 58% of white women are married. And it's because y'all white women have a thing about y'all's image. My marriage has to be perfect. And then we find out, like that one guy, white guy, who pretended he didn't know where his wife was and his kids didn't know where they were. Come to find out, he had killed all of them and stuffed them in this weird thing. But everybody thought the marriage was perfect. And the statistics be killing me with this. Okay, 28% of black women are married. 58% of white women are married. That mean a bunch of y'all motherfuckers ain't married. So what's the point in this? Y'all white women just barely report domestic violence. You don't want people to know that your husband beating on you because you have to have this perfect image. I got married and then I had kids and my life is perfect. Meanwhile, you getting your ass beat behind closed doors. They degrade you behind closed doors. I know it. It all comes out after your husbands kill you. And you said you've been married for many years. So I know your husband kissed you and all that. So y'all are both disease-ridden. Hell, if I was your husband, I wouldn't beat you either. I'd be scared with them big, burly, man, hairy-ass forearms you got. The arm riddled with stage 1 skin cancer. All them little freckle marks. So instead of worrying about us, why don't you go ahead to that doctor and figure out that herpes problem? Because y'all love bringing up these statistics when it's beneficial to you and disrespecting black women. Why don't you bring up the statistics that black women are 3 times more likely to die in childbirth than you white women? Since you care so fucking much. Bring up some fucking statistics like that. Y'all don't give a damn. Bitch, you don't give a damn. All that dry skin, nappy ass hair. I hope you pass that herpes down to your kids too. Y'all should all have matching cold sores. Family tradition. 10 out of 10.
Dear black women. Yeah, I said dear black women. I figured since you can say dear white women, I might turn it around a little bit.
I just want this to be understood before this video goes any further. I am simply making it because she decided to do this shit. And then she was a straight coward because she didn't turn her stitches and duets on, but she likes to make this bullshit out in the void. So, lady, I want you to understand this ahead of time. You called for black women, and this is about to be your new reality. I'm telling you this right now, so just continue with your bullshit, but just understand at the end of it, continue.
But that's all right. So, I have a few suggestions. Maybe we should stop focusing on the white women and start focusing on ourselves.
You know, this picture will always be iconic to me. Always. Because every single time a white woman starts saying that bullshit, I remember this picture. I remember it. See, our democracy wouldn't be fucked up as it is right now if white women like you did not do shit like this. Y'all talk solidarity. You will sit up and talk all the solidarity in the motherfucking world. Y'all will go to the marches with the pussy hats on and things of that nature. But when it comes time for you to vote for people who are going to fuck women in general, what do? Vote for the motherfuckers that are going to do the fucking of women in general. It's hilarious that you said that. It's hilarious that you said that. Is that not what you're going to fucking do? You don't give a fuck about other women. You don't. This is exactly what you're going to do. Exactly. But you over here talking about focus on ourselves, right? Right? Fucking continue, man.
I made a post the other day about this woman who called black men dusty ass black men. Now, mind you, she was a black woman, and that's what she called the men. And she told them that they owe her and all the other black women a Kamala Harris. She said that they owed her that. Now, in my comment section, it wasn't black men that came in there. It was women. Women defending, speaking of somebody else like this.
It's at this point in your video that I really have to remind you of something. You could stay the fuck out of this. If you notice, dusty ass black men don't get offended when black women call other dusty ass black men dusty ass black men. You know why? Because we're doing what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. We don't get offended by shit like that. And the men who are doing the fuckery need to be called out any motherfucking way. But here you come in, white cape flowing in the wind, Captain Save Them Bros, when in actuality, you really should do what this sign tells you. Your lane ain't even over here. I genuinely want you to understand that. Your lane is some fucking place else. It ain't even over here. It ain't even over here. I don't know what the fuck you doing over here for in the first place. Stay the fuck out of black people business. Oh, but she gonna talk about that in a second. Hold on.
The biggest comment that I get, the majority of the time, is that us white people need to stay out of black people's business. Well, let me just let you in on something. Voting is not a colored business.
All right, at this point, the creamy white fuckery in this video is going up. I'm just being honest. The creamy white fuckery in this video is starting to rise. Because this woman with her whole ass chest said colored. It's not colored business. It's not colored business. If you believe so strongly in that, tell that little girl that. Tell her that. Tell her it's not a colored business. Go ahead and tell her. Tell her that. Tell her that. Please tell Fannie Lou that it's not a colored business. Tell her that. Tell her that. And I'm hitting you with shit that you don't know because you just stayed your fucking ass out of black folk business. You wouldn't be getting this lesson. But goddamn it, tell her that. Tell her that. Go ahead and tell her how it's not a colored business. Open your jaw meat and say it to her. Tell Shirley Chisholm. Go ahead and tell her. Tell these women that. I want you to look them in the face and say, oh, it's not colored business. I'm gonna let you continue because your ass is just over here cooking a fucking steak with a fucking Bic lighter with your dumb ass.
It does not depend upon the color of your skin. That is something for everyone. Speaking kindly and respectfully to other people, it's not about color of skin.
I want to ask black people, how would you feel if white people
Tell me about the border.
Kamala Harris broke down the border, which is making our country less safer.
You're getting the opinion of some dumb whores and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass niggas.
What did he say? Wow, whatever happened to manners and old-fashioned values? Now we've got Planned Parenthood and late-term abortion.
Of course, white people in the media don't know the rules. Oh no, Trump said the N-word. You made him into a felon, so now he has the N-word pass.
I'm sorry, you were talking about something about the way we talk. The way we talk. It's about talking a certain way, right? Isn't that what you just said? I just gave you examples of people not doing that. So this is my, are you fucking kidding me face? I'm going to expose you at this point, so continue.
That should be expected of everyone. Now, here's some statistics about business that you probably want to pay attention to. Did you know that black women, only 28% of you are married?
Shut the fuck up!
Or did you forget that MTV paraded white women around like dumbasses on a show called Teen Mom? Uh-oh. I think that's a bad thing. I swear, your lane is over there lonely as fuck. You still over here with us. Why you in our lane? We don't worry about fucking marriage shit like that. We don't. We worry about whether or not we have a good damn job and our kids are being raised correctly. Other than that, nobody's looking at the marriage fuck. That's some shit Europeans brought over here. You gotta get married to be happy. The fuck out of here. I'm married and I'm happy. Some women are married, black women are unmarried and happy. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut your dumb ass up. Continue, I guess.
8% of white women. Now, jokingly, I told the lady, that called the men this, to get a relationship book. But really? Maybe you do. Men like to be spoken to with respect. You are not a queen. You aren't. And once we lose that mentality and start thinking, we should have a partnership with a man in which they bring something to the table and I bring something to the table, and not where I get everything and I'm supposed to be waited on hand and foot because I'm a queen, maybe that's whenever marriage will come back into the black community. Did you know that black women are the most likely to be assaulted?
And y'all are trying to elect a person who has done assaults to be president of the United States. But you over here talking about black women being assaulted. How dare you? How fucking dare you? That's the most disrespectful thing you could have done, not just to black women, but to women in general who have suffered domestic violence in their homes at the hands of their husbands, boyfriends, and lovers. But I guarantee you'll want this son of a bitch in the fucking White House, won't you, with his gold shoe having ass. You are old for fucking everything right now.
Assaulted. Do you know why? It's probably because you don't have respect for men. Really.
Okay, now you're going to piss off white women. Now you're going to piss off white. Oh my God. Ooh, I can't wait for them to see this. I can't wait for them to see this. That steak is not done in any way, shape, form, or fashion over that big lighter, but you got to finish this shit because I got shit to do.
I've been married multiple years at this point, and I value my husband. I value our relationship. I know that I can't do it by myself. I don't want to do it by myself. I want him involved with our children. And that's another thing. I've seen so many videos about how, black kids need black influence.
So let's talk about why people, specifically white women, think black women hate them. Realistically, nobody hates you. Black women aren't thinking about you, but they don't like what you're doing. And what you're doing is interjecting yourself into black spaces. Meaning that what a lot of people, specifically white women, do is want the black aesthetic without dealing with black oppression. Keep in mind how I'm never having these conversations with people who are comfortable in their racism. I'm having with people who want to be black allies or black friends or black lovers without listening to actual black people. I mean, black women say, don't say the N-word, don't get box braids, don't get lip fillers, because it's appropriating our culture in a world where we're not free to exist within that culture. And instead, y'all take it as a personal attack on you instead of helping us dismantle the systems that are holding us back. I mean, y'all's ancestors built the thing that oppresses us, and instead of helping us, you just want to pretend to be us, and then are shocked when we're upset with you. Welcome to 2021. No one hates you, but we're holding you accountable, and your actions have consequences.
So this is all I got from this video. I am sick and tired of seeing women all over internet looking for somebody to advise when their house is already burning. First of all, you have to save your house before looking for someone that is his house is burning, or you're drowning, another person is drowning, you're looking for somebody to save. I mean, you all can do better, I don't know, man. Like, It's really crazy how her brain is like very tiny, that she thinks it's only black people or black women that go through assault. Are you for real? I mean, why would somebody come out on the internet, because you have a camera phone and you set it, and your brain did not even tell you that any assault of any type is absolutely wrong? Her brain did not tell her that, right? Hmm. Who comes online to advocate for, uh, I don't know, assaults and all that? Who would want to do that? It's only somebody that it's not okay. Because if you are okay, you understand that it could happen to anybody. It could happen to a black woman, it could happen to a white woman, it could happen to an Asian woman, Hispanic woman, anybody can go through that. And you think it's okay to come out and shame black people or black women over something that got nothing to do with them, that you all are also going through. And you want to tell us how we can be marriageable, right? Because we're not marriageable. How we can maintain a relationship, how we can keep a relationship. When did you become a relationship expert? Because if you're an expert, you won't come out here looking for somebody to, you probably will be doing something great. We all know you. So she got the guts to come out and tell us that there is a particular book that we are supposed to read about relationship, the one that will make you shrink, the one that will make you not to talk even when you are going through some domestic whatever, or when you are being assault, when you're going through assault and the rest of it, the one that will rather want to stay back in the marriage and let the children punch. Tom, it's okay. You don't do that to your mom. Are you people okay? Are you people ready for real? It's really amazing how we wake up every day. You can imagine the things every day there is something going on coming up from them. Every day. That tells you how some people really are very jealous. I don't want to use the other word because that is a strong word. Are very jealous of you. And who told you black women are not queens? Of course they are. That is what they are, right from the onset. They are very special, super special. They are gorgeous. They are amazing. You want to compare or you want to contrast with a black woman, a queen, a homemaker, a peacemaker? Is that what you want to do? Of course, I'm sure you don't want to go through this line because you all already know. They think, I don't understand why somebody would just, I have never, ever come out here to tell Asians how to live or how to deal with their partner or their women and all that. But I can speak that when it comes to my own people because I am equally a black woman, right? I have every right to speak on what's going on in black community, right? I do not have any right to speak on what is going on in the white family because it is none of my business. The only time you see me talk about what is going on between us and them. And I can never, and may I never wake up and what I want to do is start telling the white woman to be this to the white man and all that. I don't live that life. It is not my path and I cannot say anything about it. If a black woman decided to joke around with a black man, how is that a problem? Now you all are mad because most black women are saying that they are going to vote for Kamala Harris. Is that why you're mad? And that they are not going to vote for the other person? Is that why you are mad? Is that why you started talking about assault and all that? You forgot that the person you also want to vote for is also the king of it. Did anything happen to some people's brain? Hello. Woo. Looks like we'll have to start buying brain cells for some people to enable them talk properly, because man, this is not it. We can't keep doing this, going back and forth. And ma'am, for crying out loud, okay, I am begging you in the name of God, leave Black women out of your business. Stay in your lane. For real. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.